Hey, it's Caujuan Mayo. Calling the binary trade signal BTS. Go and jump in and do some live trading on this BTS RX. Live, price action indicator and system. So we're gonna go ahead and do some live trading and let y'all jump right in. Right now, drawing my my support resistance lines. I'm about to set up on the drill JPY for, oh wait, this is 5 minutes. Hold on. Let's see what the 1 minute look like. We're in a downtrend. Don't want to go against this trend. All right, so we don't go against that trend. And this one's ranging. We're in a deep trend here. I'm not gonna do any trend trade today. I want to take I want to catch some price when it's ranging. As everything's trending. USD JPY put 5 minutes. Hope you guys caught that in time. I'm gonna go look for another one while we in this trade. This is for 5 minutes. Quick recap. They'll come back down. Just a quick retrace. All right, let's go see another one while we wait for that one. Look like we back ranging over here. That's what we want to see. That's exactly what I want to see. AUD, USD for a call. Go set up on that. Got a little ways to go. Let me go check the 5 minute charts real fast. Now, what I do when I'm looking on the 5 minute charts, when I'm looking on these different charts, what I'm doing is I'm trying to get a confirmation on all three, on all time frames. So for 5 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes, and the 15, and I also look at the 30. And for a high probability situation, I'm looking for everything to line up. Like right here, you see the BTS RX arrows pointing down. So at the same time as this is pointing down, you see we got a pinch right here, and it was touching our price action line. This is a high probability trade right here. This is a perfect setup because you got it touching our price action line. That's one. Then you got it overbought up to the 80. That's two. And then you got it you got the BTS RX arrow. That's three. You get all three, you see straight to the money. This is a 15-minute trade you would have took here. These are 5 minute candles. So 5, 10, 15, you'd have been way down here in the money. So those are the same thing like you see right here. Again, it came down and touched our price action, our price line. So this is our support. That was the first confirmation. Then you see the pinch right here. Boom. Second confirmation. Then you see the BTS RX arrow. That's the third confirmation going to the top side. You see that would have been this one would have been for a 5 minute trade because this is 1 minute candle. So you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're way up here deep in the money. Same thing up here. Came up here, touched across our price line. Okay, so this would have been your resistance. It came up, it touched your resistance. We still waited because you seen it was floating, and boom, you see the pinch. Right when the pinch, you also see the arrow, and you see it's touching our resistance. We go in, and you see 15 minutes later. 5 minutes later, deep in the money. Okay, deep in the money. And so that's how we would be taking those trades. Right now, we're waiting for it to come down to our support or our resistance. So right now it's in between. So we don't want to take any trades in between. And right now, you see right here, our indicator is showing that it isn't giving a clear sign of a trade either. It's saying that it's going to keep going up from this. So what I would do here is once I see it's going up here, I want to confirm on the higher time frames as well. So I go to 5 minutes and see what's 5 minutes say. 5 minutes say it's going up as well. And it's trending up. This is how you also keep yourself from getting into false trades. Look, right here, you see for the 1 minute, it says it's ranging. And for 1 minute, yeah, it is ranging, but that doesn't mean it's gonna range for the next 5 minutes. So if you was to take a 5 minute trade right here, you might get caught up. Like right here, you see it says trending up. So if you was to take a 5 minute trade, a 5 minute put, thinking it was gonna go back down because right here it says it's trending, then you might get caught up and in an uptrend and not realize why. Well, in those kind of situations, go check the higher time frames. Now, looking at this higher time frame, you can see that it's trending up. Now, let's go see what the 15 minutes say. Okay, 15 minutes say it's trending up. So what that tells me is that for the next 5 to 15 minutes, it's supposed to go up. So I ain't got no business taking a 1 minute, a 5 minute trade going down. Okay, even though it's saying it's ranging right now. So now the only way I'm going to take a trade going down is if it comes way up here and touches our resistance. And then after that, we get some type of confirmation, whether it be the arrow, whether it be the pinch, or all the above. This is how you keep from getting caught in an uptrend. You see, like right here, it went up, and then see somebody might believe like, oh, it's gonna it's close to the 80. It's at the 80. So right now it should be a reversal, but you see it kept going for a while. That's because it was in an uptrend right here. Okay, and to keep from getting caught up, you just wait to get your confirmations. I don't have lines drawn here at the moment, so I don't know where these lines would have been, but you make sure it's touching your support, your resistance line. You make sure that you got the pinch, you know, or you make sure you got the arrow. Now, anybody that bought the system, to give you a quick, clear understanding, you don't have to get all three indications to be able to go in on the trade. Okay, you get a lot of trades, you know, that way you maybe didn't get that one, but you got one or the other, or you got two indications but not the third, you know, or you only got one indication. It's fine. What we're saying is that if you end up getting three, that's just a higher probability situation, you know, and it's just giving you more confirmation that you're on the right track. You see, but if it was to come up here and touch your resistance or support after it touched 2 times, and that's a good trade. So it touched once and it came down, touched twice. Okay, so you would take the third. All right. Now, if you want this to be considered the third, because it touched to retrace it, the second one touched, then this third one right here would be your third trade you would take. And as you see, it's deep in the money. Okay. Right here, it came down, touched once, then it came down here, touched again, so you'd have took it right here, and then it was deep in the money. So that's all we're saying is that as long as you get these 3 confirmations, like if somebody that was playing tight and wanted to play it real close, then you can just take these 3 confirmations right here where it pinched, right here where you see the arrow, and then when it touches your support or resistance, and only take those trades. And if you take those, then more times than not, those are going to be the winning trades for you. And you're going to win those. You know, those are the ones you're gonna win high. Now, if you just get one confirmation, like you just get the arrow, but you don't, it's not touching our resistance. Like you see up here, it's not touching. Then we're not taking that. Or if you see it in, or you might have got the pinch, but you didn't get, it's not touching our resistance. You got no arrow. No, then that's only one confirmation. The only confirmation I'll take when it's only one, like if I don't get the other 2, is if it's actually touching my support or resistance, and it's 3 times or better. So it's already touched 2 times. So if that's the case, then I will take that trade. Like right here. I respect the price action and support resistance more than I respect these arrows in this indicator, because any indicator, and I don't care who it is, who made it, and what indicator you have, all indicators lag to a certain degree. So nothing's going to be better than your own judgment of actually using the actual price action support resistance. This is why I teach that in the course of learning that first before I even have you load up the indicators, because I feel that's more important. The indicator is supposed to just help you. It's an indication that you're on the right track. That's why it says an indicator. It's an indication. It's not this see all, end all, and the holy grail. Anytime you trade like that, then you do yourself an injustice. If you went through the modules correctly, you should be able to take all this off your screen and still be able to take these trades and be profitable and still be able to win at will from what I taught you. If you're just going off the indicator, then you're not doing you're not trading correctly. Let's see where we're at over here. Oh, we already won this trade. All right, so see, that was deep in the money. Killed that trade. $67 profit, 5 minutes. Let's go see if we can find some more. All right, people we got now. I got quite a few people, and we got 16. All right, right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up the discussion over here in the chat on the side. So if anybody have any questions, if anybody have if you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat, and I'm gonna answer them for you right now while we trading live. All right, so while we do that, I'm gonna go ahead and see if we can find another some more trades. Okay, we're in a deep downtrend. And see what I was saying? Look right here. See, price is way down here by the 80, and actual see somebody right now might try and get in right there. I wouldn't take this trade. I'm not getting in right here because we're in a downtrend. It says it's trending down. So the first thing I'm gonna do is go check my other time frames to see if they're saying the same thing. Sure enough, 5 minutes is saying it's trending down. So that means if we was to take a 5-minute trade, we might get caught up. So let me go check the 15 minutes. 15 minutes says the same thing. It says it's trending down. Everything's pointing down. So that means the 15 minutes is saying that for the next 15 minutes, it's supposed to go down. Now, 30 minutes is saying it's going down again. You know, you have no business taking a call. I mean, you know what I mean? We're in a downtrend. You're trying to be taking puts. So we come to the top of the wick, and you'd be taking puts from right here. Let's get rid of all these lines so we don't confuse you guys. Move all the drawings. All right, so we'll be going from right here, which go to our trend line instead of our price line. Now we're gonna go from the highest wick. We can go from right here to play it safe and go all the way down. Okay, this is playing the super safe. See that? That's the sweet spot. I can go a little bit more, but if you want to make this a high probability, only do the tips of the wicks. Okay, tips of the wick. That way, if it comes way up there and touch, you should get a nice reversal. Nice. If you want to come to the tips of these wicks, then you can. But I think that's playing it a little close, me personally. But let's see. We go right here. Yeah, that's playing a little close for me. So I'm not gonna put it there. I'm gonna put it right where we have it. So right there, price comes up to there. We're gonna go in. We're stunned a downtrend. Actually, I'll set up for it now just in case. So Euro JPY for a 5-minute put. So, and like I said, this is the only time where it might seem like I'm going against the indicator because the indicator pinched is going up. So the average person would think, oh man, right here, it's saying it's going up. But like I said, we're in downtrend. So there's no guarantees that it's going to keep going up. It's a high probability chance it's going to reverse. Actually, right now. So we're about to get ready for this put play. I might miss it because my body want to draw my lines right here, but that's because I prefer to take a high, go higher probability. But this is also, if you wanted to be technical, this is actually like right here. So you could actually take that trade right now as soon as it went up there and touched, because you see this was the last wicks. Okay, so you could have drew your wicks right there. I'd rather just get it here because I know if I get in right here, this is going to be a real high probability. I mean, this should be a deep in the money trade like the last one we took. So, but actually, all actuality right now, if you was in, you'd be kind of deep in right now too. You would have been in good right now. So this is why we don't go against the trend. It's the only time that we go against the rules of the BTS RX is when we see a trend. We're not going against no trends. We always go with the trend. Always go with the trend. Trading 101. Never go against the trend. Okay, so see, you would have been in right here. You'd have been good. So that's why I said, if you ever want to know how to draw your trend lines, just go from the wick. Go from the top of the wick or the bottom of the wicks. Okay, and you want. Some people do the bodies. Some people go from here to there, the bodies, but I tend to feel like when you go with the top of the wicks, then you get a much higher probability situation, and you have a better and those are the ones that usually be a little bit more deeper instead of being close. Like, see, this is close now. Actually, it's not close because you would have got in right here, to be honest, right here. But still, look, now you got a green arrow and it's going up. So we don't want that. So like I said, I would take mine right here or better for me. And it's getting there. So if it gets there, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Go ahead and draw a trend line real fast. See where we at. Still trending down, so I'm going to set up for that Euro JPY to come up there and touch. I'm going to go ahead. Next 5 minutes. Setting up for a put. I was pretty close right there. That's pretty close. Just want to get a little bit closer. A little bit closer. Think we could do a little better. All right, I'm in. I might get in again with this next entry I see. I just missed it. See right here, touched where I drew the price line. That's fine though. We don't need to double up. Let's take it slow. Go back to price line. See, that's why I wanted to get in right there. Actually, that's a good spot right there. See, I see it's still going to the top side. Let me go check my other time frames. Make sure we didn't get caught up. It still says it's trending down. Now we got the pinch right here, and we got an arrow pointing up. So that's the only thing I'm concerned with. I'm hoping that right now we just didn't get caught in a market that's about to reverse. It could reverse because it's been going down for quite some time as we see. So let's see. 15 minutes is still 5 minutes still saying it's going up. I mean coming down, trending. 15 minutes still says trending. So we'll see. The only like I said, the only thing that concerns me is that we're oversold in almost all the time frames. Not 30 minutes, but still, even 30 minutes said we're going to be trending down for the next 30 minutes. So let's see how it plays out. Still trending down. Like I said, it's the only thing that concerns me right here because I taught you guys, we get to the 80. That's when it's pretty it's super oversold, super overbought. So if you see it over here at the 80, you see it over here at the 80, you get a pinch, then usually that right there is the trade you can take to the bank. You know what I mean? Like I said, the only time that rule doesn't reapply is if we're in the trending market, because it can go up and it can do all this, but then the very next candle could be the very opposite of that. And it can dramatically start going back down. Actually, like this. It came way up here. Average person would have thought, oh, it's about to keep going up. We're trending up. And then you see it dramatically went down. So somebody caught in this trade lost dramatically. All right, see what else is out there while that one's going. And if you purchase the BTS RX, it tells you how to draw these lines, how to draw your trend lines. We was gonna have it automatic, but the reason why we took off automatic, one, I wanted you to learn how to trade. So if one day BTS was to go under or wasn't around, or we got rid of the indicator, guess what? You still trade. And the other reason was because, when you draw these lines, eventually it's gonna break. Like see that support and resistance, boom, 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 boom. Then eventually it breaks. So when we had our old system, it broke, it would draw new lines, okay? And then, it draws the next line, draws the next. But what ends up happening is after a few hours, then you're gonna end up with a chart that's gonna be looking something like this. And when you have a chart that looks like this, well, it could tend to get a little confusing if you don't know what lines to trade off of now, So a newbie coming into this situation wouldn't know what support or resistance to trade off of, and could end up doing more harm or damage than good to their accounts. Plus, this looks confusing as hell, even for me. So I felt that this would be doing our members an injustice by doing this. So I'd rather take the time out to make an extra module and teach you guys how to do it yourself. If I give a man a fish, he can eat for a day. Teaching a fish, he could eat when he wants. So that was my thing. I want to teach you guys how to fish. Okay, so this one is not looking good for us right now. This one looks like we're going to be this one we are deep out the money in this one. And we got 27 seconds left. So this one we're going to lose. Can't win them all. On to the next. Trending up, ranging. I like to, me personally, I prefer to trade in the ranging market. That's my comfort zone. Like right here, this is perfect for me. That's how I like it. Come down, boom, every time. So I like to trade in the in a ranging market. Trending, a lot of traders, I trade price action. Actually like to trade in a trending market. But me personally, I tend to find that a lot of times, you get in and you never know when this trend is going to be over with. So you get in at the wrong time. If you get in at the right time, it can be sweet. But you get in at the wrong time, like why would have got in right here, up here, thinking it's still going to continue to go down or whatever, and then it starts to range, and that's what tends to happen. It'll be in a trend, and all of a sudden, boom, trend's done. Now it's ranging. And when it's ranging like that, you're not going to make no money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you're going to get caught up, you know what I'm saying? Because it's no longer going down. So same thing with if it's going up, and then all of a sudden, boom, it starts, look, it drops, and now it's ranging, that does us no good. So I like to trade in a ranging market, me personally, like this. See, real cut and dry, real simple. I can see it. It usually wins, you know, by quite a bit, and that's why I feel comfortable with. See right here, this would be a high point. So if the price was to get up there, I would definitely take that trade because I would know that I'll probably be a deep in the money trade because that's, you know, it's pretty high. Just like this was pretty low, this was the lowest, you know, and it came down here to this wick right here, which it actually did. See, then anything in between here, this is the sweet spot. Anything, any of these trades right here, I'm taking all day. The only thing I don't like is I don't really like GBP, JPY. That's a volatile pair to me. You know, it's unpredictable. Like, you know, you have everything lined up perfect, and then it'll still just do the opposite. So it's not my most favorite pair to trade, but sometimes it'd be the only one that might be ranging when everything else is in an uptrend, trending. Okay, say we're trending down, we're in a downtrend. So let me draw my wicks or so. And remember I said too, as far as the indicator goes, now that last trade we lost, if you went strictly off the indicator, you actually wouldn't have lost because it was going the opposite of what the indicator said. So we could easily said, all right, look, I just want everything to line up. Like I said, wait for everything to line up. See, pinch, arrow, support, you know what I mean? So boom, and then out of here. We can do that, you know, all day. If we do it like that, even with this, what's this? 1 minute, come up right here. This was a 1 minute right here. Even right here, it looks a little scary, right? Came up, it touched, you know, up. Got the arrow, got the pinch, then it kind of went back up. But you see, within 5 minutes, it was out of here. See? So you came in right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, then 5. You ended right here. Right here. So you was in the money, deep. So like I said, those are the ones you want. And then it breaks up here. You see again, arrow, you see the pinch, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is right here. Okay, you got in up here. So it's not gonna win every time. We already know that. Okay, but like I said, those are the high probability. Comes up, boom, touch, see the pinch, goes down. 5 minutes later, you win that trade. All right, so we trending down. Still saying it's trending down. I don't know why I'm saying it's trending down. Well, that's why. Look like it's about to reverse again. But we'll still draw the lines as such for now. And then we draw a trend line. See if we can get a trend line there, a good one. See, these are also, when it's trending, I don't like these type of trend. You see this? I want it, if I'm gonna take a trend trade, then, hold on, let me draw this line real fast. Let me explain something important. Okay. I want the price to significantly, when it touches our trend line, it needs to significantly retrace. You see, like it did here, boom, and way up here. Touched up here, way down here. I don't get into trend trade. Same thing right here. See, these are decent. But if I was to go from right here, look at those are decent. That's a decent amount of trend trades you could take, and it was way out of here. If we're going strictly off the wicks, so right there. Say right about there. Okay, you see it came up, boom, touch, and it's deep. It's deep. It's way up here. It comes up, it touch. This is what I don't like. You see this little, it's playing around. See, I don't like that. I get in the trend trades when it's like this, you know, deep, because these are the ones where you usually can pretty much take to the bank. See? Hope that's not too confusing. Let me take off these white ones. Move, draw. Take off the white ones real fast so you can see what I'm doing here. All right, so look at that. So these are the type of trend trades I do. I don't mind taking these right here because it's deep. So after give me one confirmation, it drops. They give me the second confirmation, then I'm fine. And as you see, even when it came up here and touched with this crazy wick, it still was deep in the money, even when we got in right here. Okay, see, it ended way down here 5 minutes later. See, so same thing with here, and you see this goes even further. It goes all the way right here. This actually went all the way to where it even touched right here. That was still support, and then it went up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and after that it kind of broke. That's when it broke, and now it went it turned into a downtrend. But prior to that, really, we can even go further than that. If you want to get technical, it started way over here. Before it broke. Okay. So you could have been trading that all day. Look at that. Just been trading off of the support and the resistance of that trend. And the same thing right here. You could have came over here, tie his wick. It would have broke right there. You'd have been good to right there. And then let's see, right? If you wanted to know, yeah, you could have took it here. You could have went like this. This would have been it right here. That would have been that's it right there in the money. You'd have been killing it all day. That's what your setup should look like. That would have been the perfect setup, and then you would just kill that. You know, you just be killing that trend. Now, like I said, the problem comes in when you come in to sit down and start trend trading. You don't know if you got in right here or if you got in way over here. Where, as you can see, boom, you would have got in over here, and everything would have final saying, boom, price drop, price changes, goes to the other direction, and boom, now you're stuck in a downtrend. Okay, that's the reason why me personally, I prefer to trade in a ranging market, because it seemed like, just for me personally, I always get caught up in this type of situation, you know, more times than not. So I just tend to stay away from the trend trading. But for educational purposes, I felt, you know, it's only right that I show you guys this. And this is a good example of that. See, remember we was in that downtrend and then we lost that trade? Is this it? This is the one, isn't it? Yeah, I believe. Yep. So we came up and then we lost that trade. Is that the right one? I'll make sure. Euro JPY. Okay, hold up. Let's go to that Euro JPY. Okay, same thing. We was down. Remember, it was in that downtrend. Was in that downtrend. Was in that downtrend. I was like, all right, so we're gonna get in. And it came up here and touched, and then what happened? It broke. And when it broke, we went into a ranging market. Now look, now it's respecting our old support resistance line. See, it hit resistance, and what did it do? It did an immediate retrace. Boom. So it's respecting that resistance line now. So me knowing what I know, if I would have waited, then I would have just waited and let it break and then traded off of this. Now it's going to come down. You see, it's going into oversold region. So we're going to watch this. It can come down to here, all the way down here, because sorry about that. Change my line price. Or way down here, because as you can see, that was its lowest point. So that was a support as well. Came down, boom. You see the pinch, close to the 80, touch our resistance, our support, and we're out of here. And we got an arrow right before, then you know that we're going to go up. Okay. So right now, with us having two different supports, and actually this isn't support right here. Let me move this. This would be considered a support because you see the blue candle right there, but we would need another confirmation. So as soon as we get that second confirmation, if we get that second confirmation, then that's when the next time it touches this, we'll go in. But for right now, we're just watching. Now for here, it's different. This was a resistance, and as you can see, it came up and touched the retrace. It came up and touched. We already got our confirmation, so let's come back up here. Anything between here, and anything right here is our sweet spot. Now, what I would be looking for though, because this is a low probability price action. This isn't like a high probability. I would make sure that everything did line up, or at least I did get two confirmations. So that means I would at least get an arrow and it's touching my support resistance, or at least I'm getting a reversal. It's up here by the 80, between the 60 and the 80, and I'm getting a reversal. So right now we're gonna watch. We're gonna see if it touches this support or this resistance, and then see if it retraces. If it does, then that gives us a confirmation that this is a strong support line. And then on the next time it touches, then we'll go ahead and go in on that trade. Now you see right here, it's creeping into oversold region. So it's kind of letting us know that this might be a good trade. So just in case it gives us two confirmations, I'm gonna still set up on it. Euro JPY. Or call play. Now I'm gonna watch it. We got the one confirmation right here. Okay, remember, we need two confirmations. Okay. Hold up. I forgot to check these comments that you guys might have been leaving me. All right, cool. So let's watch it. Here we go. We still watching. See right here, it's coming down. It's way over here oversold. I might go ahead and get in on this. Let me get ready. Let me go ahead and see. If we get a good confirmation, I might go ahead and get in. But we're gonna wait. Okay. Might came down to the lowest wick right here. You know, we always say anything in there in between is the sweet spot. So we're gonna still wait because right now I see price is still going down. It's not telling us that we're gonna get a reversal. Okay, so it did respect the first. It's testing it right now. That's what we call testing. See, it keeps touching. It ain't broke it though, but it's touching it, so it's testing. Let me go run to the 5 minute real fast and just see what 5 minutes says it's gonna do. So 5 minutes still saying it's trending down. Touchy. Let's see what 15 minutes. 15 minutes says it's trending down. So I would stay away. This is exactly what I was talking about. This could break. This might break on the next candle. So this isn't worth taking the risk because when we went to the other time frames, 5 minutes said that it was going to go down. 15 minutes said it was going to go down. So even if this reverse for a candle or two, it doesn't mean it's going to reverse for a full 5 minutes. And that's where the problem lies. So if this isn't one to reverse for a full 5 minutes, we don't want to do ourselves the injustice of jumping in right now. Okay. This could easily reverse. Let's watch it. And if it does reverse, good chance it's going to come way down to this, anywhere from here. It can come to this support. Look at this, is another support right here. Okay, this is actually a nice support. So both of these supports down here is way stronger than these up here. Okay, let me erase some of this so I don't confuse you guys. Now look, see, it's playing with it. Remember I told you? Look at it. It's not even respecting that support. See? So you would have got caught up in that situation. We've been sitting up in there, you know, feeling like it's going to be a reverse, and we're in a roller coaster. It's up and down. It's up and down. This is even just a clear price action situation. Now we got a good chance. See, there you go. Now we got the arrow signal going to go up, and what happens? Boom, go straight down. See what I'm saying? That's how you keep yourself from getting caught up in those kind of situations, because 5 minutes clearly told us it's going to continue to go down. This thing ain't trending. Even right here, we got the pinch. Everything's pointing down. Then we go to the 15 minutes. Let's see, 15 minutes is telling us pointing down. You know, all the way about right there. Everything is pointing down. We're not going against the trend. So no matter what, even right now, even when it comes down here and touch this, I'm still not going to take it. Even though this is a strong support, I'm not going to take it because we're in a downtrend, and I'm not going against this trend. Even though the market says it's ranging, yeah, it's ranging maybe for a candle or two on this 1 minute, but is it ranging for a full 5 minutes? Because right here, it says we're trending down. You see this? That's the other BTS indicator. It lets you know what kind of market you're in. That way you don't, you know, it can kind of save you to a fault. You know what I mean? Now you can't just go by this 100% because some, like I told you, your indicators are always going to lag. So this indicator could be lagging to a certain degree, and it is going to lag to a certain degree. So sometimes, well, actually, a lot of times, you're going to come out of the market, the trend, or trending market, or ranging market, or whatever market you're in. But guess what? It's going to tell you too late. It's going to tell you after, you know, and you know, you don't want that. So this is more so for just to let you know what market you're currently in, but it's not to give you indication of what's to come, because you can, the market can change before that label actually changes. If that makes sense. Okay. So now we got the arrow going up, but like I said, I'm not messing with that trade. See what the Euro USD is doing. Actually, I don't even usually trade the Euro. I trade the Euro USD, not the JPY. But they kind of mirror each other, so you can kind of get what one is doing. Usually, the other one's pretty much doing something similar or close to the same thing. Okay, we got the one confirmation that went up. We got the two. If it was to continue to go up. This is another way. If you want to know how many minutes you can take your trades, like, okay, well, I drew my line. How many minutes can I go? Well, this is a minute candle, right? So if we was out here doing this, seeing how many minutes we can go, we would go, okay, it touched, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 5 minutes I could click on here, because by the time it got to after 5 minutes, that's when it touched again. So that kind of lets you know. Also lets you know you could have took 2 minutes, because look, 1, 2 minutes, it was deep in the money. So that lets me know that, yeah, I could take 2 minute trades off of this. You know, especially if you got the confirmation more than one time. You know, you wanted to see it 2 times. So both times you see it went for the amount of candles that you wanted to go, then you know you're good. Okay, so it comes down 1, 2, that would have been good. Came down 1, 2, to 3, 4, 5. You good? No, same thing up here. You see, draw my lines. Then we go to the height, go to the wicks as well. Anything in between you could take. It came up here, touch, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let you know, yep, you can take 5-man trades. Came in, touch, 1, 2. Yep, you can take 2-man trades. Okay, I wouldn't take anything more than 5 minutes off of these charts. Anything more than 5 minutes, then I would go to an actual 5-minute chart, and then go from there. And then if I would take 15-man trades off of this, and then so forth and so on. All right, so you get more of that training. That's more in depth. We get that in the when you purchase BTS RX, you get that information. All right, so let's go check all. Let me check all the pairs real fast. I want to take one more trade before I shut it down. Go see. Okay. Keep getting caught in this trend. I want to go against the trend. Let me see what the 5 minute. Oh, that's 5 minutes right there. Okay, see what the 1 minute says. Yeah, you see how deep that is, that trend? You don't want to mess with that. You don't want to be getting caught up in those. You draw a quick trend line just in case we get the opportunity. All right. So we get price up to there. We'll go in. Let me see how long it says it's trending for. We already seen it was trending for 5 minutes. 15 minutes is ranging, but we still see that the indicator is pointing down. Usually you see this deep down like this, and the two colors aren't touching. It's just pointing in one direction. That's usually an indication that it's going to probably continue to go down. Anytime it's getting close, and these lines are actually squeezing together, and the closer they get, then that's more of a probability that it's going to be a reversal. When you see the price, when you see the indicator in one direction like this, and everything's under the zero, see this your zero right here, and everything is staying under for a significant amount of time, that's also an indication that you're in the trend. So anything below the zero, you're in the downtrend. Anything above the zero, you're in the uptrend. I don't go against the trend, but I could actually. This is probably actually about to be a put. It's actually probably about to go up. Only if we're going by this. But again, like I said, I'm not going against the trend. Actually, I would go with this one. So in order to take a put, it's gonna have to come somewhere around here for me to feel comfortable with taking a put and it being oversold. But again, and this label will have to be changing, or I would need to see that in these other time frames that the market is having intentions on going up. I personally feel it's going to come down to about right here before it does a reversal. It comes down here, I'm comfortable with taking that trade, but not anything above that. So let's go with the Euro JPY, see what's going on. 15 minutes, put it down to the 5. Yep, everything's trending right now. We're just in a trending market. Trending down still. The whole market is trending. Okay. Let me go check the other time frames real fast. Okay, yep. So let's go take these off. Don't look confusing. Okay, so now for everybody, everything. Now for these time frames, now another thing. When you're dealing with higher time frames, you're gonna have a high probability trades. These trades are gonna be more accurate when you're dealing with price action. It's gonna be more accurate when you're in a you know, on a higher time frame, which I'll demonstrate right now. I'll demonstrate that right now. So right now we was on a higher time frame, okay? Like a 15-minute chart, which is good. And we drew these, you know, drew my lines as such. Still the same over here. Okay. Look how deep the situation is. All right, so it comes up. This was the first confirmation. It came up, and actually it can come up right here too. So it came up, a touch, boom, that was one, and it did reverse. Okay, then it came up again, touch, and did reverse. So this third time it came up and hit right here again. It was like that was your entry point. See, that's why you even got a red arrow after that. So once you got in, you can see it wasn't majorly overbought. I mean, overbought, but it still was, and it did a pinch. So if you notice, these are 15-minute candles. So 2 candles is what you want to take a 30-minute trade. So look, 30 minutes later, look where this is at. Look how far that is. I know this might not look far on these charts, but when you're dealing with these large candles, 15 minutes and 30-minute candles, this is significant ways away. Okay, this is a nice trade right here. You want that pretty deep. Same thing right here when it made the new support. Come up here. That was one. One was like right here. Okay. Again, see, it came up. That was your first confirmation. Okay. Came up again, touch right there. See, and it came down again. So when it came up this third time, right here, boom, you took it. And look at where you're at right here. That's where you want. Deep in the money. Came down here, touch, first confirmation. Came down here, touched this blue one, went up, second confirmation. This third one right here with the green, that's when you would have went in. You won. Not super, super deep, but you won. Okay. Now, wait a minute. We're ranging. Let's go set up Euro USD for 5 minutes. Oh, wow. Oh, that's a 15-minute chart. I almost got caught up. All right. My bad. This is a 15-minute chart. You'll be taking 30-minute trades off of this. Nothing more, nothing less. Now we can go to 5 minutes. Now, if it's 5 minutes, you can take 15-minute trades. And this is actually looking good. Let's see what the 1 minute is looking like. We need to come lower for that 1 minute for me to feel comfortable. And then 1 minute still saying it's ranging down. Everything else is fine. 5 minutes says it's trending. Nope. 5 minutes says trending down too. So yeah, we don't want to go against this trend. You see it's all over the place. But as you can see, like I was saying, those higher markets and those higher time frames are going to be a lot more accurate. Look at that. Start messing with it. Look at when you start getting to the 30 minutes and the hour and stuff like that. You're really going to see some respect as far as when it comes to the support and the resistance. So I'm gonna do it right now. Show you what I'm talking about. We can go off that wick. We can go from right here. Okay. Look at that. Look at that. Look at the respect of that support right there. 30 minutes. You've been taking this for an hour, right? So this is a 30-minute trade. You took 2 candles is what you have been taking. I just want you to just look at this for a second. Okay. Here goes the other support, right? Actually, right here. I mean, this is the support. This is the resistance. Let's really look at what we got going on here. So you can see how powerful this is. All right. So look, it came up here, touched. And like I said, we're on the 30. These are 30-minute candles. So it came up here and touched. Look where you're at an hour later. Look at where you're at an hour later. Do you know how far? Look how many pips that is. Look at this. Same thing. Come down here and touch. Boom. Right here. Actually, if you would have respected the touch 2 times rule, it touched here once and retrace. It touched here, it retraced. This third one's where you would have got in at. Look where you're at an hour later. Look at where you're at. You see? It came down here, touched again. It took some time, took hours, but that's what trading's about. You're not going to always get back-to-back setups like that, you know? If If you got patience, you can be great at trading. If you don't have patience, then you can be all right. Here we go. Look, it came down a touch. Boom. This is where you're at. Hour later. Came down here and touch. Boom. Look where you're at. Hour later. Came down here and touch. Boom. Look where you're at. Hour later. Even this one. See, we already came down, so we'd already been drawing supports down here now because we already broke. But even if you went with the old support, when it came down here, boom. 2 hours later, hour later, you're right here. If you would have came down here and got in right here, you really would have killed it. You'd have been way up in the money. You see what I'm saying? It's just a whole different ball game when you're dealing with high time frames. Look at that right here. It came up, boom, deep right here. That's where you in. So, guys, if you want to make it where you're doing more trading than gambling, then just go with the high time frames. Just go with the high time frames. You'll see it more times than not. Is it gonna win every time? Of course not. It's gonna win more than it loses. Of course. Look it up, boom, down here. You do this all day. Look right here. Again, came up here. Don't worry about this. I don't want you to confuse you. Just look up here. Came up here, touch, boom. Even if you want to say they had to touch 2 times, touch once, touch twice, got in right here on the third. Even gave you an arrow indicating that that's where you're supposed to get in at. You see the pinch. It's way up here by the 80. This is the perfect setup. And what do you get? An hour later, look where you're at. Actually, you're right here. Depends on what time you got in right here. If you got in right here when it was closing, then you're right here. If you got in right here in the middle of the candle or something like that, depending on when it's touched, then you're right here somewhere. Either way it goes, you ain't nowhere near this line right here. You ain't nowhere near this support line. Okay? Again, I'm open up for questions. Anybody got any questions? Go ahead and type it over here in the chat, and I'll go ahead and answer them for you guys. Okay, let's go look at let's go look at the USD JPY. See what we got going on. See, again, remember how we was in that trend and we was getting caught up in the trend, but look at when you're dealing with a high time frame. Look how perfect this is. Look at this. See that? And then even right here where we are supposed to be in a trend, if we were to draw our price lines right here, if we were to draw our price lines, you see one right here, and then right here where it came down to the wick, both of those, nowhere out of here. These are 30 minutes, so hour later, boom, boom, look where you at. Came down here and touched, that one's a little close. Actually, no, it's not, because you would have came down here for the confirmation. They go to the first one, okay, came down. They go to the second one, and look, you got in here, boom, okay. It's going down, like I said. And then look, if you're taking these for 4 hours or anything like that, the longer, the better. Now, I know a lot of people don't have time to sit in front of their computers, waiting for all these hours. Because you can see these are 30-minute candles, so every 2 candles is an hour. See, this is the whole day right here we're talking about. But I mean, if you had to sit here for a few hours to make a few $100s, isn't that worth it? All right, so let's go right here. I don't see market a little slow. I don't see too many setups right now. I'm trying to get one for you guys before I close it out. I'm gonna take one more trade. See what I can find. Actually, I'm gonna run down a repair, see if we can find a trade. So let's start with the AUD USD. I'm gonna draw my line in 5 minutes. I actually just missed it right here, and it's still saying trending down though. Let's see what that's for the 5 minutes, 1 minute. Now you see it actually respected even in this downtrend, but now it says because it's ranging. See, it actually respected our support line. It came down, touched, went up. It came down, touched again, went up. So it actually supported it. Here goes our resistance line right here. Might be setting up for AUD USD for a put 5 minutes. Right there too. AUD USD, I'm getting right there too. I like that. That's the position I really wanted. I just thought I wasn't going to catch it. Oh well, too late. We'll just watch that trade. Let that one play out. Now right here, you see prices saying it's still going up to the 80. So what that tells me, I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna see, okay, why is it still going up after it touched our price line? Is it a breakout? Is it fake? Okay, let me go check the 5-minute chart and see what's going on. Okay, 5 minutes saying it's still going up. Okay, how far can this go up? So let's see. Do we see a support right here? Is a resistance right here? Okay, so that's a resistance. So it could go to there before we see a reversal. Let's go see what the 15-minute chart says. Okay, same thing. See, it can come up to this point because we see that this was a resistance. Okay, so sometimes when you see it breaks, you guys, when you see it breaks, that's the reason why. If you see like you was on this 1 minute, but this is also why we say 1 minute is more like it's going to be a lot more chancy and more volatile because these higher time frames is already telling you that no, you know, prices still got ways to go before it's going to be a reversal. But these 1 minutes is telling you opposite of that. So you end up getting caught up a lot of times, or you know, when you're dealing with these 1 minute time frames. See what's going on. But if we was in a higher time frame, we'd have so much time that it wouldn't even matter as much. Now I'm gonna get in again if it comes up to this point right here. Okay, now we got the confirmation that we were looking for, but we don't. But it's not touching no type of support or resistance. Now it broke our old resistance. Okay, but we don't have 2 confirmations right now. I used this one because this was one confirmation, and then this was then, and actually, yeah, that was one confirmation. That was the second, so that's why we used that one. Okay, just got in on this price line, and we're gonna leave it at that now. Okay, hold up. Let me go make sure we ain't get caught up in no news. This thing is going up dramatically now. So when we see that, let's go up to our check out. Make sure we ain't getting caught up. Right now it's 7, 6, 7. It's about to be 7 o'clock my time, so that's 10 o'clock Eastern. Let's see what we got going on. Always check Forge Factory for red folders or orange folders, mainly red. You want to stay away from the red ones. And then you also want to check investing.com. You always want to check investing.com. And then make sure as well that there's you don't see 3 bullheads. Seven. So we look like we good until the USD, or actually right here. Nope, we passed that. That was 2 o'clock. Yeah, we already had military time. So 8:30 was the last. So yeah, we should be good. All right, let's go back. Let's just watch it out, play it out. Now, also, my boy, we always use proper money risk management. So if I take 3 losses, then you know we're gonna be done. But so far, so good. Just hope we got in at a good point. You see, we got the arrow right here. We got the pinch. If I would have waited till I actually saw the arrow, we've been in a great position. But I'm all right with it. It's respecting this price line right here, as you can see. Came down here, wanted to touch, it went up, but you know what I mean. But these are the weak ones as far as I'm concerned. When it comes to trading price action, when you see this, it touched one time and then it broke, it touched one time, broke. I'm not taking no type of. Those aren't the ones I read. Those aren't strong to me. The strong ones are the ones that it respects the price, you know, significantly. You know, you getting a nice little heartbeat going, you know, up, down, up, down, up, down, and you're getting a trade off for that. Right now, I wouldn't respect this one unless it touched again right here. I wouldn't treat this as a second. I wouldn't treat this as a second confirmation. I would treat this as the first confirmation, and I would wait for it to touch again before I actually trade it off of that. Hopefully, this is going to drop some more. You can see right here. Like I said, we're still pointing down, and price is still somewhat over bought. So hopefully, this will drop past this line and enough time for us to win that trade. Lost this one. Hopefully, like I said, we'll see with this one. We still got 148 for that. Actually, I'll put it on so we can see it play out. So yeah, like I said, take your trades off of higher time frames. I only use a bunch of 5-minute trades and 2-minute trades for demo purposes. I guess while I'm training and I'm showing you guys. I know you guys don't want to sit here for 15 minutes, 30 minutes, watching me trade. And I like to actually trade, trade in real time. I could have pre-recorded this, but I like to do it in real time so you can actually see it, and I'm not just trying to get over on you guys, nothing like that. You can see I'm not trying to scam you guys. This is it. So win, lose, or draw, you always know. I always show it all. But at the end of the day, you're gonna have more wins if you take longer trades. Because even like right now, see, now it's a nail biter. We got 1 minute left, but you can see where it's dropping, it's significantly dropping, so it's gonna drop. You just want to hope it drops in enough time now. And now we only have 50 seconds for this to drop. You see what I'm saying? But if this was 10 minutes, or if it was 15 minutes, you wouldn't even be worried right now. You would have another 10 minutes to go. And I guarantee within that 10 minutes, I can't guarantee anything, but it's a high chance in 10 minutes that, it would have continued to move in the direction that you want it to go. Like right now, it's somewhat ranging. We need it to drop. We only got 30 seconds for this to happen. You see it's playing with it right now. So you're in the nail biter trade versus a high probability just killed it. See, like right now, we don't want to be in this nail biter. Now you're just sitting on the edge of your seat, like, oh, hold out for 19 seconds, hold out. The way like I said, the way to alleviate that, just take higher trades, 15 minutes or better. If you can discipline yourself to take 15-minute trades, then you're going to be more successful than not. If you only take 2 minutes and 5-minute trades, then you're going to be having situations where sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. You know what I'm saying? And we're in a position, we're in the business of wanting to win more than we lose. So if you want to do that and you don't want to feel like you're just gambling, then I highly, highly, highly suggest that you take higher trades. I wouldn't take anything under 5 minutes for sure, when you're training alone. But if you can discipline yourself, go 15 to 30 minutes. And I guarantee you, those are going to be the trades that you see win deep. And if you trade off of Nadex, or if you're trading Forex, and I definitely recommend that you start learning how to trade 15-minute time frames, because you can't even trade a 2-minute time frame on Nadex or for Forex or anything like that. They don't even take that serious. You can't even do that. All right, guys. So with that being said, we just won that trade. We lost the other one. I felt that was enough in depth. I thought that was pretty in depth for today. We'll do some more next week. I'll be back next week, and I'll teach you guys some more tips and tricks and whatever you guys could ask me any questions you guys have, and we get it in. But anyways, for right now, Caujuan, binary trade signal, Coowner, BTS. Thank you for trading today. Yeah, have a blessed day.